So these are my two orchids. This one's doing quite well, but I think I've been needing to cut this stem off, but I haven't, because this one, when it had all its stems off, it died anyways. But this one's actually sprouting a new leaf, so I'm really happy about that. I've only seemed to have killed this one. So what I'm going to do is get some other flowers. I ordered 3 types of flowers today. Two are for soil, and one is for a water-based plant. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to grow some other plants within this, and hopefully I'll find that it, survives somehow. And at the moment it's looking just like a crust of dead stuff, and I said, well, this isn't going to work out. So I was thinking about growing some other flowers in there. Maybe it'll help it to grow, or take over the plant pot. Either way, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, or I could try putting it in the garden. It's a pretty dead plant though, a dead looking plant, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing with that. But with this one, it seems to be still growing, so it's gonna lose some leaves and get some new ones. So I'm glad the more expensive one survived. It seems to like this position, so I'm leaving it there. And this one, I've moved it from a couple of different positions, and yeah, it seems to be dead. So not very good news for my orchid. But on the other news, my little border plant that's on some sort of stone, it seems to be doing quite well. It's not supposed to be in direct sunlight, but I put it there because it just looks droopy in other places anyway, so I just put it there because it just enjoys that spot, I think. And it's growing bigger and bigger, so it doesn't mind the full sun spot. So I just sort of leave it to grow there and water it every day. And this is my new plant. It was dying in its vase. It was germinating from a cutting, and it was sort of dying in its vase. So I said, I better get this plant planted. So I'm not sure if it'll survive. As you can see, one side is kind of shriveled, the other side is kind of good. So hopefully I've planted it in time. I'm thinking that this shriveled plant side looks a little bit greener, but hopefully I've planted it in time, and it will grow. So I've put it in one of the 2 pots in some soil, and I'm going to see if that actually grows. In the other one, I'm going to plant some other flowers. I'm choosing between a flowering plant and a geranium and a forget-me-not. But I'm going to be getting the forget-me-nots first, so I might put the forget-me-nots in there and the geranium in another plant. I think the geranium grows bigger anyway, so that's sort of what I'm planning to do with that space. And then I'm also getting a water-based plant to keep one of the other plants company, and it's like a lotus, a mini lotus, and it grows in water. And when I have all these plants together, and I doubt I'll be buying any more plants. But they are so cute, and they're so much cheaper online than at any store, because you're buying just the seeds rather than the plant. I could have bought an orchid for like $2, whereas these orchids like cost, to $20 each. And but you live and learn, don't you? So I'm going to be looking after these plants, and hopefully some of them will survive and grow and prosper. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, hopefully they will survive, and I'll be successful growing something. So you can only keep trying, can't you? So I'm having an early walk today because it looks like it might rain. It's not actually raining very much. It's sprinkling a bit, but it's not actually raining. So look, someone lost a cat, and so I just took an early walk just in case, because I'm sort of emotionally stung from being indoors too much. And I should go take a train trip somewhere, like to the city. I thought it might rain today, so I'm just taking a walk. That's a nice tree. If it weren't so big, you could take a cutting probably and grow it, but it's a mangrove tree or something. It's one of those huge trees, so you can't grow them in your backyard unless you've got a huge farm or something. But it's nice and relaxing. I just don't have a lot to do. I got stuff I could do. So yeah, like I was saying, I was at the beach the other day. It was so good not to be in the house, because I think just things above your head, it just make you feel like stressed out. It doesn't help that you feel things. Feel feelings when you're inside a place or anywhere. I want to go to the city. I'm not going to go when it's raining. I could go though, but you have to when it's raining, you just don't have a very good time. I was thinking about going to the Gold Coast, but I don't want to get caught in a trip and get caught feeling stressed out because I'm so far away from home. So sometimes I feel that way in the city, and I can get home pretty quick. It takes 30 minutes to get to the city at most. So things are falling down. I'm gonna run past this tree. Things that that whole branch can fall down. It's actually been debranched, I think. There's usually more branches on that tree than that. I think it's been chopped down because it's a potential hazard. Even this one looks decrepit. That's what you don't want. You don't want a branch falling down on you. Some of these branches are huge. I've had a plume like this fall on me. It's generally annoying. All these things fall down, so if you're walking at the right time, something might drop down on you, you know. And you don't even a stick. Look at that. What if that dropped down on you? You forget about stuff like that, because usually you don't have any troubles walking around forests and things. It's very rare to have something drop on you. It can happen, but they're up there, you know. Like I was saying, I don't want to go too far. I want to go to the city a bit, but all I do is walk around. It's just to get me out of the house, you know. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm just sick of the house. Decided to come out for a walk. It's not raining yet. It's almost starting to rain. It's not raining yet. So I'm gonna be watching like movies, studying maybe, doing whatever I want with the rest of my day. I needed to go out for a walk, so I came out and said, oh, it looks like it's gonna rain today, so I just got dressed rather than do exercise first. I just got dressed because I really needed to go out for a walk today. I'm not sure if I feel safe with all these trees anymore. At least there's no snakes, so they could come out. Yeah, I'm glad I came out for a walk because it's nice and windy and it's so refreshing to just be outdoors. Because I'm in the house like everything but 1 to 2 hours a day, so especially while I'm not working, so well, so these clouds are finally raining. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's been looking like it's going to rain since 9 o'clock in the morning. But you can see that they're finally fat. They're sort of a bit lighter before and they were wandering around the sky, but it looked like it was going to rain all day actually. So I had time to watch a movie. I started watching one at 2 and it just finished. And so now that it has, it's begun to rain. So unfortunately I've left some food out here for the little birds and they're probably not going to get it in the morning. I left some under the tree and also left some so that's one little bit of food there in the grass. I don't always like to go to the tree. I try and put it around the tree because it's away from the house, so that's my second feed drop for today. So it just gives them something to eat kind of thing. Not many birds are going to be wanting it right now because it's raining, but by tomorrow morning they should be hungry enough to be hanging around and managing to eat it. There's a couple of birds over there, they just hang around. I know, is that a bird? It might be something else, it looks like. Anyway, there are birds usually all over the place, but oh yeah, that was a bit. At the moment it's raining, so there's nothing much to. They probably won't be hanging around for much longer. They usually go and hide somewhere, so they've got a sheltered place somewhere. But yeah, it looks like it's going to pretty much rain all afternoon. I have no idea. It's supposed to be storming for the next couple of days, so I'm supposed to have an interview. But I don't think I'll end up going because I don't really like the building. The building looks weird and it's in a location that I already don't really want to work in. So I think this is my third one for the same location. And I don't really... So I'm back in my house. I'm going to go on the computer now. I'm feeling kind of depressed because I don't want to go into this interview and it's called me up. So, yeah, I'm feeling kind of bad because I feel like I have to step away from an interview and I'm literally like feeling so bad now. I should be running for it, but I don't trust it. I mean, I don't trust the interview at all. So I don't think I'll show up. I didn't like the second person's voice, and I just looked at the location. It looks really shabby, and I don't really want to be in a shabby building. I just don't know what I want to do. So I might just, wait it out, run behind time, wait for it to pass. Maybe it's a great job for me, I don't know, but it just looks shabby. I don't like showing up at shabby areas. I wish I could trust the world, and show up to every interview, but I don't think I do trust it, and it doesn't really want to make me show up, and I'm almost dying here, and I don't know what I should be doing. No one I'm related to actually has a very high interest in me or how I feel. Now that they've knocked me off everything that I wanted, my money, and my sanity, now that they've knocked me off it, they're just leaving me here in this bloody house to bloody rot, and most weekends they say, oh, we're not going anywhere, so unless you want to walk somewhere or catch a train somewhere, you're not going anywhere either. But with other people, they will go, oh, do you want to go for a drive? Let's go for a drive. And fair enough, I can get myself around in public transport any day of the week, even if I don't like Sunday, modes of transport because of the time lapse. It takes forever for a train to come. Sometimes now. Yeah, I just don't know what I want to do. I got this interview for this place, and I don't want to show up. I don't want to work in this area, but they keep calling me, and I'm like, oh wow, this is really great that you keep calling me, but I don't want to. It's in my mind, it's computed in my mind. I don't want to. It just has to be a rotten place, and I'll be like, see, I don't want to. I don't want a tough or dangerous job. I just want a normal job. I get sick of. Sometimes I just get sick of Brisbane because there's a lot of tough people in Brisbane, and I don't really want to see them. I'm upset because I feel like I have to throw a job. And I don't actually want to throw up, but I feel like it's best if I do. And wait for the next one. If all three would just, I'm trying to get the bloody city. And they keep inviting me to this bloody outskirts of the city. And I don't want to work in the outskirts of the city. I just want to work in the city because that's where the jobs are the best, supposedly. I mean, sure enough, it just has to be safe, and I'll be okay with it, but, it just has to be dirty, and I don't want it. I want a dumb, dirty job. I'd rather have no job, and I really need a job. I, feel like I'm, really needing a job, and, people call me up for these stupid interviews and stupid places and stupid jobs, and I just don't want to go, I don't even know what I'm missing. I just know I don't want to be caught in, the bad side of life. And that's what I'm thinking that these jobs are, the bad side of some job. And I don't want it. I really don't.